This is my favorite Christmas book, written by my favorite author. J.R.R. Tolkien had 4 children, 3 boys and 1 girl, and their names were John, Michael, Christopher, and Priscilla. And each year, Tolkien wrote letters to them every Christmas that were supposedly from Father Christmas, which produced this book, which was published after his death, Letters from Father Christmas, which is the book I thought I'd review today. The letters start out pretty basic and simple and small, little short letters from Father Christmas saying, I have a bunch of toys for you, wish you a Merry Christmas and all that. But as they go on, the letters start getting longer and much more complex, and stories are woven in, and it's pretty impressive how Tolkien basically began creating another secondary world without even realizing it. Now, this book has some serious parts. There are lots of moments of seriousness, but there's also a lot of comedy. For Father Christmas's assistant, his most devoted assistant, his highest assistant, his name is the North Polar Bear. And the North Polar Bear is very accident-prone, breaking holes in Father Christmas's house's roof and all that. And it's a really funny book, but also has some moments of seriousness. The North Polar Bear is just hilarious. And there is one of Father Christmas's helpers is an elf named Ilbereth, which I thought bore a striking resemblance to Elbereth Gilfoniel in The Lord of the Rings. So it seems that perhaps Tolkien was even influenced by his very own writings in his other writings, because not many authors are inspired by their own writings, I don't think. Which is just one other of the things that's so unique about Tolkien. Tolkien continued writing these letters to his children for nearly 23 years, from 1920 to 1943 or 44. And this just shows that Tolkien deeply loved his family, and he poured tons and tons of time into his children, The entire book of The Hobbit started out as just a story that he wanted to write for his children. And the last letter in here from 1943, or 1944, is to his youngest daughter, Priscilla, who is, at this time, a teenager. And Priscilla, I think, maybe already knew that the person writing the letters was actually her father and not Father Christmas, but Tolkien still wrote the letter to her. And the last letter is very, very sad and very sweet. It's saying farewell. After 23 years, I almost cried reading it. One small little detail that I found interesting is Father Christmas says that his handwriting is very shaky because he's old, a couple thousand years old, and because it's very cold up in the North Pole. And I think Tolkien did this to disguise his handwriting, because seriously, the professor did not have very good handwriting. Tolkien loved his family. Tolkien loved his children. He poured hours and hours of dedication into them. He wrote them letters, and he made beautiful illustrations in this book. Like, just some beautiful illustrations. You can see some of them there. And these must have taken a really long time to make, so he must have really loved his children and wanted what was best for them. He was a very kind father, as well as a talented fantasy author, and Tolkien loved his family very deeply, which I think is shown in this book. I will always give it a 10 out of 10. You should definitely read it. I'm going to try read it every single Christmas from now on. You can read it yourself, or it would make a great family read aloud as well. Your whole family could read it out loud every single Christmas. So, thank you so much for watching this video. I spent a lot of work on it. If you enjoyed watching this video, be sure to hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. Oh, and please subscribe to my channel, as I do lots of book reviews, and not only book reviews, but also basically anything else related to books. And once I hit 100 subscribers, I will be interviewing an author, so please subscribe if you want that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Farewell, or as the elves say, Namaste.